Obscura Files, Season 2, Part 2. Continuation of Part 1. The Architect's Shadow. Toronto in late autumn had a way of sharpening the air, making every breath feel urgent. Inside M&P's downtown office, Jason Mehta stood by the floor-to-ceiling windows, the CN tower lit like a silent sentinel in the distance. At the conference table, Huma Khan's laptop glowed with red flag alerts from Ghost Ledger, the Silicon Valley blockchain giant that had hired them. Billions moved through it daily, yet money was vanishing. Ivana Patel, Jason's partner in both business and life, slid a report across the table. "Same anomaly," she said. "Different wallet. Same signature pattern." That pattern was impossible. Validator approvals that shouldn't exist. A phantom validator key. Rogue access buried in the company's cross-chain bridge. Whoever held it could approve fake transactions that bypassed every safeguard. The name tied to it, Ivana Markovic. Head of compliance. Clean record. No obvious ties to crime. But Huma's research told another story. Unexplained asset transfers, encrypted calls to offshore servers, and a curious code patch Ivana had signed off 6 months earlier under the guise of latency optimization. Jason knew they were close, maybe too close. They decided to push further. Huma staged a live simulation, feeding the phantom key into a sandbox. Jason and Anna prepped a forensic package for the client's board, ready to drop the instant they had irrefutable proof. The office hummed with machines. Outside, the city glowed. Then Huma's monitor flared. Transactions streamed across faster than any real process. Access denied. Session terminated. On Jason's console, a single encrypted line pulsed like a heartbeat. "Stop now." Jason met Anna's eyes. They both knew what that meant. This wasn't just investigation anymore. It was a warning. The city outside M&P blockchain and crypto investigations was just stirring, but inside, the night had never ended. On the projection wall, Jason stared at the code, a tangle of instructions branching like roots under pavement. Anna paced between desks, coffee untouched. She didn't need to ask if Jason was making progress. The flicker in his eyes said enough. Huma's secure call from Silicon Valley cut through the quiet. 3 physical server anchors, Luxembourg, Shenzhen, Arizona, all proxy masked, all traced back to Ivana Markovic. Jason frowned. Markovic wasn't supposed to build breaches. She was supposed to stop them. But a buried contract note revealed her renewal was due in 2 weeks. If she lost leverage now, she could be cut loose. At 3:17 a.m., a transfer request had been staged. Not funds. Root access keys for Ghost Ledger's lending protocol. If those keys went out, every wallet on the platform could be emptied in minutes. Jason began patching. The loop recoiled, rewriting itself around his fixes. First attempt, blocked. Second, overloaded his node. By the third, he realized the countermeasures were timed. Every 20 seconds, the code rewrote block headers just enough to break his patch. Huma armed a remote trigger to knock out the Shenzhen anchor. Anna had a different job. By dawn, she was in the underground garage of Ivana's hotel. The air was stale, lights humming. Her shoes echoed against the concrete. Then another set of footsteps followed. She didn't look back. Not yet. Upstairs, Ivana's door was half open. The room silent. On the desk, a glowing phone screen, and a single torn page from a compliance ledger. 3 words in pen, Silicon Valley. 6 days. Back in Toronto, Jason's terminal lit up. Not with code, with a sound file. A voice distorted and low, as if underwater. "You hear the static matter? That's not noise. That's the sound of a door opening." Then the loop collapsed. Not from Jason's patch, but from a kill signal traced to Moscow. The same IP tied to the architect's earliest known exploit. The storm had rolled in overnight, but not one you'd find on a weather map. Inside M&P's office, the monitors looked like a heartbeat in freefall. Validator nodes across 3 continents flickered from green to amber to red. The bug wasn't dying. It was mutating. Jason leaned over the central console. The data spikes weren't random. They were patterns. Someone was signing their name in digital static. "Shenzhen just went dark," Huma said. "Others are failing faster," Anna added. Jason forced himself to slow down. He isolated the earliest signature. The replication wasn't natural. It was triggered. Each cycle rode a microscopic delay between block verifications, too precise to be chance. Cosmic ray entropy. Engineered, not random. And he knew who. In Ghost Ledger's 22nd floor conference room, Ivana Markovic was already on edge. Her secure phone pulsed with static. A reminder. The architect didn't send instructions, only signals. Anna moved quickly. Badge logs gave her 15 minutes to intercept Ivana. On Jason's screen, the last surviving nodes burned hot. He dug deeper, found the mark buried in the NFT reputation layer. Fake environmental projects, forged carbon credits, laundering channels hidden in plain sight. He deployed a kill switch patch. The system fought back, rewriting itself around him. Jason shifted tactics. Instead of fighting, he starved it, cutting the entropy feed from oracles. Slowly, the bug faltered. Downstairs, Anna entered the conference room. Ivana froze. "You're done," Anna said. Ivana's reply was calm. "You think you're chasing me? But I'm just a bridge." Jason's voice buzzed in Anna's earpiece. "Patch in place." Flow dropped by 80%. "Hold her." Security moved in. Ivana didn't resist, but her last words followed Anna out. "He'll tell you himself, Mehta." "When it's time." Back at M&P, the bug's heartbeat flatlined. The dashboards glowed green. Ghost Ledger was stable again. For now. Then one monitor flickered, shapes bent into an infinite loop. The architect's voice. Synthetic, cold. "We're not so different, Mehta." The shapes dissolved. Silence returned. 3 days later, M&P received a wire transfer big enough to light up accountants across Toronto. Huma was named lead for their new Silicon Valley branch. That night, the three of them sat in a quiet restaurant. No crypto posters, no chatter. Huma raised her glass. "Now that the company's saved, the bad guys are in custody and the bug's dead." She smirked. "You two can finally take a vacation, preferably somewhere without Wi-Fi." Jason smiled. Anna laughed. And for a moment, they let themselves feel it. The win and the stillness after. They knew it wouldn't last. Because in their world, every full stop was just the start of another sentence.